And what about Horizon Forbidden? What's it called? Horizon West Forbidden West? No, what's that called?
Is that out? Isn't that not out yet?
Friday, I guess.
Is that Friday? Okay.
It'll be on next week's show.
Okay. What's it called? What's the game called?
It's called Horizon.
I think
It's called Horizon. You don't even have the console that this game's good on.
No, it's on PlayStation 4.
It's not the same thing.
They said it's good though. They said
it's not the same thing.
They said
it's not the same. They said.
I saw the video. You can watch if you have a PS4 Pro, you can't play it to 60 frames per second. You don't have a Pro?
No.
You no Pro? No Pro?
No, I do not have a Play.
I got a Pro. It's not plugged in, but I got it.
Yeah. Again, no.
I would play it on a Pro, but I could also wait.
I feel like the positive thing is that by the time I'm able to find a PlayStation 5, the games that are out on it that I'm missing are all going to be like $30.
Or on their subscription plan.
Or on their subscription plan, yeah.
On PlayStation Game Pass.
Play Pass.
I'm trying to think of what even you would play though. Like
Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet and Clank.
Spider-Man.
Ratchet and Clank, Miles Morales, and 45% of Horizon before I decide that hitting robot dogs with a stick is boring.
Boo. That game was good. The first one was good. That game is
hitting robots with a stick for like 40 hours. And I'm supposed to be like,
more than sticks. You have more than sticks.
This world is magical.
I finished that game. It was good.
Clunk.
And the story was good.
Clunk.
The story was good. The acting was good, and the graphics were great.
The combat was boring.
The combat was too hard for you. You couldn't remember the buttons.
It was boring. It was hitting robots with a stick.
They were fucking giant dinosaurs. They were robot dinosaurs. How could that be boring?
Because they're not real dinosaurs. You know what's cool? When you fight a real dinosaur and you stab the dinosaur and there's like blood and stuff, or you like stab the dinosaur in the knee and it falls down. That would be like, and it makes sounds, and there's
not everything needs to be bloody
feeling to it, as opposed to stabbing a robot.
Ooh.
It'd be like, oh look, I'm fighting cars. Look at me, I got a stick, and I'm gonna fight some cars.
That would be good.
Reminds me, we've been playing a lot of Marvel's Avengers lately because Dashl's been playing that as well.
That's a lot of fighting robots too.
A lot of fighting robots.
That's different though. Humanoid robots. It's no good. There's no joy in shooting humanoid robots or beating up humanoid robots. Limited joy. Giant robot dinosaurs.
He played through the Black Panther and the man Hawkeye. Like Clinton Barton.
Hawkman.
Yeah. Well, there's two different expansions, right? There's the female.
How the fuck did they do that?
Kate Bishop, and then the male Hawkeye.
It's still so weird that was the decision they made. Like, and we're gonna you've been waiting patiently. Here's our first character, Kate Bishop. And everyone's like,
it's like whoever owns the Does someone get extra kickbacks whenever they use the Hawkeye IP? Who was working on this game? There's got to be some
the best characters in the game to play with. Though.
Yes, Hawkeye is great in that game. That's not the point, but yes.
Right. Yeah. We're trying to get people to play this game. Not, that's the point.
Yeah. I don't know. All of the DLC, it's pretty underwhelming for that game as well. You play through it, they added some stuff, but at the same time, you're still fighting a lot of robots, and they're not very long, those DLC.
No, well, they were free.
They were, but like, what am I like?
And how about that Black Panther boss fight at the end?
Oh boy. It only took me 3 times, but Dash was playing that on easy to begin with. And so it taking me 3 times on easy to beat this thing.
That's not good. That's not easy. No. It doesn't sound easy.
Think about how frustrated I was.
Right. How many times did it take you?
Oh, it had to have taken me like 6 times. If it took him 3, it probably took me 6.
Yeah. To be fair, the first time it's a time boss battle, but I didn't realize it was a time boss battle.
No, you have no idea it's a time boss battle until you died.
I fucking hate that.
Yeah. Yeah. So there was like some like floating robot turrets off to the side that I wasn't really paying attention to. But if you don't kill those in time, then it just like puts the failure message up.
And there's shields on the turret, so you can only
attack them at certain times. And I could never figure out. Like, I just was sitting there watching them, waiting for the shield to go down. I had no idea why. But
it's a terrible boss fight. Avengers the game.
Who's the next character coming out?
None. I'm gonna go with a big none. They did announce today. Actually,
what do you mean none? It's got to be somebody.
Nick Fury is coming to the game, but as of right now, they've only said as an NPC.
Huh.
Okay, but they were looking for him in the Hawkeye DLC.
Yeah,
that's not that exciting. All right.
No, I never. Didn't say it was.
Are we up to GBD's Wombat's Fortnightly news?
I thought we were already in it.
Oh, well, it's all around us.
All right. Fortnite. Speaking of Uncharted characters are coming to Fortnite.
Yes, and not just Uncharted characters, but Tom Holland specifically.
Yeah, but it's going to be one low price for both the styles.
What's the price?
They have not announced that yet.
Ooh.
My guess
How do you know it's low?
It's going to be 1,500 V-Bucks for the skin, and there'll probably be like a bundle version for like 2,300 or 2,400.
What is that in real people's money?
15 would probably be like was that like $12?
Yeah.
Well,
That's what
are you down with this?
I'm not a huge Uncharted guy, but as I always say, I always like it when Fortnite releases skins that I don't care about, because then I'm not tempted to spend any money. So
nice. You don't have to collect them all.
Yeah. I don't feel like I need to get it then. It's not like when they put out Captain America and I'm like, oh, it's Captain America.
Right. Take my money.
Did you pretend that he was Peter Parker?
No, I have Spider-Man. There was a Tom Holland Spider-Man, which I did not get the Tom Holland Spider-Man. So yeah, Tom Holland will be the second celebrity to be in there twice. The first being Zendaya.
Why is she in there twice?
She was in there for both Dune and as Mary Jane.
Wait, they did Dune in Fortnite?
They did Dune. Yeah, you could play Fortnite as Timothée Chalamet. You didn't know that?
I must have missed that week of the CAGcast where we do these announcements.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can play a whole game running around where everyone in it is a real person. You get your Timothée Chalamets, your Zendayas, your Tom Hollands, your Dwayne Johnsons. I have a Tom Hardy. I actually do have the Tom Hardy Venom. So there's that.
It's pretty cool to be a character in Fortnite. I mean,
yeah. The NFL made that tweet when The Rock was doing the introduction. That was their post.
It's the guy from
Fortnite. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it is pretty cool. Like, they don't just let anybody do that.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be big time.
Yep.
What else we got?
There are 500 million Epic Games accounts.
I got one.
They should all be using creator code Wombat5277.
The reason why there's so many accounts is because they give away all those games and spend all that money giving away all those games. It did work.
Mm-hmm.
the plan worked. They spent all the Fortnite dollars on acquiring new customers for Epic Games Store. I wonder if those people actually go on to buy games in the future, or they're just popping in for those free games every month or so, and
they're buying those Timothée Chalamet skins.
No, but those are two different things.
I
right?
know. I'm teasing.
I wonder. Yeah, sure. Steam didn't have to do that. Do you think Gabe is laughing?
I don't know. I mean, Epic seems to be doing okay for themselves.
Yeah, I don't. There's room for everybody.
All those Zendaya skins probably, really padded the bank account.
I know. They got to have the Euphoria collection next.
Oh my God, that show is so crazy. You don't watch that, right?
No, I don't. But Sabrina asked me tonight if she could. And I was like, I don't think so.
There were a lot of penises in the first 2 episodes of this season's. It's pretty fucked up. I think it's too intense for her.
Apparently all of her friends are watching it. And I'm like, I don't know.
It's not like Squid Game where it's just basically like cartoon violence. This is like these people have serious fucking problems and they're in situations where like Of course,
I told her maybe to try Peacemaker first if she really wants to watch.
Those are two completely different things. Like, yeah,
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I know what I'm doing. This isn't my first day.
Deflect to the hardcore dick jokes and not just the hard dicks, basically, which is something that you see in Euphoria season 2. You see erect penises in your area, flaccid penises, erect penises. All kinds of penises. Big penises, small penises. They got you covered. What else we got here, Wombat?
Let's see. What are we up to? Oh, this was sort of the big news.
Yes.
Is that Nintendo is closing the 3DS and Wii U shops in 2023 and has no plans to offer classic content in other ways. So I'm actually surprised they're doing it to the 3DS so soon. Wii U is not like, oh my God, not the Wii U. But I'm a little surprised that they're phasing out the 3DS shops. I mean, I know they're not making them anymore, but I don't know.
You feel like they could still sell games on those stores? I feel like
they could still sell games on I mean, it's still viable. Well, not viable in the sense that if you own one, it probably still works.
Right.
Thing.
You can't put out Blackberry Honey on the DS.
I'm not saying that to put out new games. I'm just saying, like, how much could it cost them to keep the shop open?
They're lazy.
I don't know.
But how much are they? I hate this because obviously everybody wants to have the shops go on forever and have games be able to be played, like, because all those games just kind of go away if you don't buy them.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, Nintendo's not making any money on the 3DS store.
I'll take your word for it. I mean, that must be it. I'm sure they did the math and they're like, this just isn't worth it anymore. It's just surprising to me that it's not worth it to them it's surprising that we've hit that point with the 3DS.
It sucks that, like, they're just not interested in, like, maintaining it, right? Like,
they're ready to move on.
Like, that's what Microsoft is doing so well right now, right? It's like, oh, we'll just make all these games backwards compatible, as many as we can within licensing deal, like, situations.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee that's not all just, like, profit for them, right? They know that they're building a, like, goodwill through that. And Nintendo is just like, I don't care about goodwill. Buy our release of this stuff.
Right.
We don't really care if you're Switch. Buying, like, the downloadable versions of our old stuff. Like, we don't care about the third party stuff that's out there that you care about. We just want you to sell you a new Mario Strikers.
That looked good.
Yeah.
You saw the best part of this story though, right? How they had on Nintendo's website, they had like a Q&A about this situation. And apparently they had a section that they took off after they realized how fucking stupid it was that they even put it on there. It was basically saying, like, the question was like, why are you doing this to us? It was them trying to explain, like, really clumsily explain, like, how they're not supporting the old games anymore, and basically just you got to take it or leave it of what we're doing. If you don't like what we're doing, then too bad. There's not going to be any other options in the future. We're not even considering it. Just sign up for this online service thing and take your couple free games that we decide to throw you away, and there's no other alternative. And somehow they decided to put that up on the website, and then eventually somebody saw that and was like, no, take that down. That to me was the best part of the story. Because the other parts I don't really care about.
Yeah, then of course all the posts about, hey, time to pirate all these games, right? Time to jailbreak and pirate all these games came out.
Because we're going to lose them for,
Yeah. And so I don't know, like, Nintendo's probably factored that in as well, right? Maybe they can make more off lawsuits than they can selling 3DS digital games.
Crazier things have happened.
I think they lose money on some of these lawsuits. But anyway, yeah, I just thought that website thing was funny. How they thought that was a good idea.